Good day, YouTube. It is your girl, Cora B. And I am here to talk to you guys about something that's really important today. Um, yes, something really important. So, I've been getting, emails and stuff like that and, messages. And I just want to say to my people that has subscribed to my channel, first off, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much. You guys are an inspiration to my soul. When I say thank you so much, like that is so, like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. And I know y'all looking at it like, oh, she's grateful for just 100 and something subscribers. Yes, absolutely I am. So I just want to tell you guys thank you for that. To my newcomers, thank you. To the ones that are new, that is new on my page, I would like to let you guys know that my page is peaceful and positive. I don't do arguing on my page. I don't do drama on my page. I don't, on my channel, not my page, sorry, like this Facebook or something, right? I don't do drama, arguing, any of those things. This is straight about peace and uplifting your spirit, uplifting your life, reprogramming your thinking. I want to be motivational to my people. And I want to help my people grow as well as I'm growing. So that's what my page is about. Now some, you might see a little drama, a little conflict on there. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still human. I do like to enjoy my life and have fun. I do like to talk my crap. You know what I'm saying? I do like to do all those good things. But right now, this is where I'm at in my growth. So anyway, um before I get into the video, I would like for you to click the button, press the bell. Everyone press the bell. So every time I do my video and upload my video, you guys can, you know, y'all get an alert that, hey, she got a video, so what she's going to talk about today, it might be something that you experienced, and it might be something that somebody that that's experienced something, so just have them, encourage them to, come on my page, if that's what you guys, want to do. If that's not what you want to do, I still thank you anyway, and I'm still grateful for you because you're here, and I love you all. So please leave a comment below, subscribe to my page, and right now we are going to get into the video. It's your girl, Cora B. Today I'm going to talk about trauma. I don't know, trauma. Um, I've been talking a lot about narcissistic, and I've been talking a lot about, certain situations, that I've been through. If you want to know more about what I've been through, all you got to do is just go ahead and, look at some of my videos below. You will see them. I've been through a lot. I've endured a lot in my life. And I've overcame a lot. So I had got, of course, an inbox asking me to speak on trauma. Before I even did this video tonight, or before I'm even doing this video right now, it was like trauma. Like, how am I going to do this? I had the kids, and it was like, I'm not going to do another one. You know what I'm saying? Not tonight. I'm not going to do no videos tonight. But then it was just like, I asked my universe, like, could you just give me, just make me feel it. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel what I'm talking to, because like I say on every video, majority of my videos that I've done lately, I don't speak on anything that I don't know. If I don't know, I'm going to meditate on it. And that's one thing about me. I'm going to meditate on it. Hold on. So yes, I'm going to meditate on it. If I don't know it, I don't speak on it. If I haven't been through it, I don't speak on it. It's about nothing that you can't ask me that I have not been through. I've been through basically a lot. So if this may help you, it may. If it doesn't, I apologize for that. I can only go off of what I've been through and how I can help others to try to overcome their trauma. Trauma, the definition of that is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. A trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. Something that disturbed your spirit. Something that stressed you out. Something that got your mind thinking crazy. That's what trauma is. It's an experience that you've experienced in your life abruptly, I'll say that, abruptly, that got you like, got your mental in distress. For instance, example, I lost 2 children. Back then, it had my mind in distress. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was in Detroit 2017. I wasn't even there mentally. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of the people that I was around, you know, they weren't no good for me either. They didn't help me mentally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, by me experiencing that trauma on top of the abuse that I was going through, that was trauma. You see what I'm saying? The first time that I've ever gotten a divorce, that's trauma. Now, back then, I didn't know it was trauma. I'm just thinking I'm moving on and keeping it moving. That was trauma. It hurt it in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion that I did not want to face at that time. I just was like, whatever, right? Because one thing with my life is, now where I'm at with it, I keep it moving. I always keep it moving, but now it's really keep it moving. So, that was twice. Trauma. Kids dying. I'm angry at the world. Trauma. That was something that happened abruptly. That was trauma. Mental, physical, emotional abuse. That's trauma. Some people hold on to that for years. Some people hold on to that for a lifetime. People hold on to that for decades. People hold on to that for billions and billions and years and years. Me, I choose not to hold on to that. I didn't want to hold on to it. The death of my children, I loved them dearly, deeply. I had them. But in order for me to grow, I had to move on from that. Will I ever forget my kids? No, I would not, never, ever, ever forget my children. We're going to speak on the video about that too. But I would never, ever forget my children. Those were my kids. You know what I'm saying? But that was trauma at that time in my life. How has that trauma impacted my life? Well, I'm not running around here with little kids. I guess that's one way it didn't impact my life, It helped me grow mentally. I've grown mentally from that experience. Some people grow, some people don't. Some people stay stuck. I'm one of those people that don't have time to stay stuck. I got to keep it moving. I never know what would happen in my next universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the next year or two, I might have another kid. I don't know. I don't know. And as of right now, I say no. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak that because I don't want it. Again, I believe that we all are gods. I am a god. So I said no. I'm not going to speak that right now at this moment. But it helped me in a lot of ways. It opened up my eyes to a lot of things where I see people for who they are. I see people for who they are. I see myself for who I am. That's first and foremost. And it helped me endure. Like, I learned my strength and my power with that. Going through that, you learn a lot of. You learn a lot, and for women or even men that's facing something like that, like, I can't say that I can imagine because I've been through it. That ain't cool. Like, I ain't even gonna do this. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this, but whatever. I guess this is part of my trauma. I still gotta get over it, I guess, I miss them tremendously. Like, I miss them bad. Oh God, I can't even believe this. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this. We could talk about it a little bit. So, I had a son named King. I was pregnant with King. We're going to get into it for a second. King was my baby. You know what I'm saying? All my kids are my babies, but King was that's my son. You know what I'm saying? I love my boys. My boys is my daughters is my everything too. Let's not get that wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess that up because I love all my kids. I don't treat none of them, I don't have favorites. They all get treated equally. But that was my boy. You know what I'm saying? That was my baby. He was so handsome, y'all. He was handsome. He was adorable. But anyway, I had him early. My water broke June 3rd, 2015. He was hospitalized for premature. He was premature. We ended up getting him home. It's crazy because we got him home through a fire. I should be actually doing this video with his father. One of these days I probably am going to do it with him. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit. We brought him home. Well, fast forward a couple months later, his head had got big. He was, I thought it was hydrocephalus or hydrocephalus or whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't. It was, when I took him to the hospital down in, what is that, Pomona, California. They did a CAT scan and he had a 5 centimeter, cyst or whatever they called it at that time. So we ended up going to Loma Linda Hospital. And he had, they said they had to operate. They're going to make sure it's, see if it's benign cancer or not, whatever. Turns out it was cancer, right? But I had faith, it was like, I had faith, but the messed up part about my faith at that time was I had faith. Like, my faith was like unbelievable faith, but I really didn't believe it myself. Catch where I'm coming from? So I believed and I spoke that he was healed, but I didn't believe it myself because somewhere in my subconscious, it was like, he ain't here. You know what I'm saying? He dying. You know what I'm saying? It was like those little thoughts be so traumatic to your life. You got to watch what you think. I promise you, watch what you think. So, anyway, that trauma experience opened up my strength. It opened up my strength. I don't even know. I don't even want to do this video. I asked the universe to guide me, and I guess this is where it's guiding me at. This is not what I wanted to speak on, y'all. But yeah, it opened up my strength. I believe I'm strong from that. I believe I've grown from that. I could tell you that my tears are not tears of anger anymore. I'm not angry no more. I'm not sad about it. Now that I know where he's at, I know that he in the universe. He probably gone to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Showing them in their life a good time. I don't know. I believe he with me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna always be with me. Like, that boy was so happy. He smiled. Like, his smile was amazing, y'all. It was amazing. It was so amazing and unbelievable. And he was just handsome. I called him handsome. That was his name, handsome. Like, even after his surgery, like, he didn't cry. Like, he had like no, like, he knew like it was no care in the world. Like, he knew, like, he came here to do one thing and one thing only, and that was just to teach me a lesson. Not a lesson, because I don't call it lesson. I call it experience. To teach me something, for me to open up my eyes and awaken my mental to certain things and certain elements and certain people and certain places and certain things. Like, he did not complain, like, not one time. Not one time. And that baby was diagnosed with brain cancer at 4 months. 4 months. 4 months old. He wasn't even a year yet. I experienced that. Like, then he died May 10th. And he turned 1 June 3rd of 2016. That was a traumatic experience in my life. That was so traumatic. That was traumatic. Then I had Pharaoh. Pharaoh was born 17, 4/17/17. But then I lost him as well to something that I have never even heard of. So I think that I don't need to just have no more kids in California, because it's something with that state. I mean, I love that state so much, but it's some, I just need to not have no kids over there. I don't know. But anyway, it was a traumatic experience for my life. How did I grow? My perception of things is different. My way of thinking is different. The way that I view things, people, and places are totally different. I don't think the same that I used to think about death anymore. You know, it's just an experience that we have to all experience. That's just what it is. Don't be afraid of it. Don't fear it. You know, to die is really to live. That's my intake on it. That's just my intake. Yeah, you miss the person and stuff like that, but when it all boils down to it, they living. You know what I'm saying? We here on earth, and we just literally just hear, majority of the people here, I'm not gonna say we because I don't want to include myself in that part. Majority of the people here is suffering. But the thing is, that's why I'm doing this channel, because you don't have to suffer. You can literally go from death to staying here in an instant by what you speak and what you believe. So that was a traumatic experience for me, losing my 2 children. That hurt it deeply. That hurt it so deeply. I'll get more into that in another video, but that was just summing it up as far as traumatic or trauma experience. I almost formed hatred off of that. I almost did. I was mad at the world, but I came back too. Like, it's okay. I reprogrammed my thoughts. It's nobody's fault. It's not even my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame myself. You know, a couple of people, you know, tried to blame me. You know what I'm saying? You know, she killed a kid and, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's just, you know, people just cruel. You know what I'm saying? But they man ain't right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it made me stronger, because the way that I can think, like, I can't get mad at those people because they man ain't right. Now, I can get mad at myself for allowing them to, you know, allowing them to piss me off. But they just didn't know no better at that time. And even if that's still their belief, that's their belief. I can't even get mad about it. That's just their belief, you know. So I've learned that people believe in their truth. That's their truth. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let people have that. And I let them have that. So that was one of my traumatic experiences. Another traumatic experience that I experienced was being in an abusive relationship. Here go my camera again, y'all. Messing up again. So anyway, another one that I experienced is being in an abusive relationship. That's very traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Not just traumatic on me, it was traumatic on my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was traumatic for my family, you know. I allowed that. One thing is, when you can tell the truth and not blame other people, that's growth. That's growth. I allowed that, right? So if I allowed that, that was my traumatic experience. But a lot of things that's traumatic, you put yourself through. I'm learning that in life now. I put myself through that traumatic experience. I didn't have to do that, but I did it. I don't know why I did it at that time. Maybe it was for reasons like this. I can speak to people about it. Because back then I was one of those women that had never happened to me. I never, ever. I'm going to tell you one thing about the universe, and I think I said this in my last video. The universe will send you things that you don't want just to see your reaction out of it. Now, you tell me, what type of experience is that? The universe sent me an experience my way to see if I was going to deal with it or not. Because you said you would never. But I deal with it anyway. So, you know, and then not just that, not just off of a partner, people too. People abuse you. Your friends abuse you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, This is how I'm starting to look at abuse now. If you ain't uplifting me, you abusing me. Because what are you in my life for? I don't want nobody around me that's not bringing value to my life. That's where I'm at with my life now. You have to bring some type of value. I don't care if it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, comforting. Whether you got to bring something to my life. Like, for instance, I'm on Facebook, right? And I got all these people, asking to be my friend, and they, different men in my inbox and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the beautifulest woman in the world to most, but I think I'm just a sexy mother. I'ma shut my mouth, right? You can't tell me that I'm not. I don't care how nobody feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I am who I am because I said I am, right? Anyway, but what's the purpose of them coming into my life? To give me a traumatic experience? Because I said I wasn't dealing with it no more. So now I have boundaries. If you look at my video before that, which was back in December, I had made a video on boundaries. Now I have boundaries. No. If you're not adding value to my life, I don't need you in my life, because I don't have time for you to give me a traumatic experience. I don't have time for you to get mad and upset. I don't have time for you. I don't feel like dealing with people that's mad and upset. I don't want to deal with people that's angry, and I don't want to deal with that. I've dealt with that for a long time. I don't want to deal with that. Matter of fact, I've dealt with that for basically all of my life. Not just with the situation that I was in. It's just all my life. So I took myself out of that, took myself back through that, and now I'm here. Okay, I know for sure now. I ain't dealing with that. I'm not going backwards. I'm only moving forward. Because the only way to grow and to reform hatred is to move forward and leave it in the past. So that was a traumatic experience in my life as well. Your children have trauma too. You calling your children the bitch word, that becomes trauma. That's a traumatic experience for a child. See what I'm saying? Telling them that they HOEs, just being mean to them, that's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Not being there for your children, that could be a traumatic experience. Traumatic experiences start from a child on up. Depends on who the parent is. Parents have, and I'm a parent, I've then put my children through traumatic experiences. We have a choice. You're either going to continue to keep them in that traumatic experience, or you're going to change it. And regardless if they're there with you or not, they're still tied to the traumatic experience, because you're steady tied to the traumatic experience. So that's just what it is. Today is really just going to be like a short video on trauma. That was just a short video. We're going to do part 2, tomorrow. But this was just a little short video. I wanted to keep it a little simple. Trauma is deeply distressing or disturbing, and a disturbing experience. That's what it is. So tonight I want you guys to think about what's trauma or traumatic in your life that you have experienced, and how have you grown from it. If you haven't grown from it, are you trying to grow from it? Who is this calling me? I'll call her back. Are you trying to grow from it? Change your mental if you're not. Because if you want the world to sit here and change your mental, I'm going to write that down for the next video, for part 2 of this one. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. That is so rude. But yeah, so that was part 1. This is part 1 of traumatic experience. If you are sitting there going through something, whatever it is, abuse, you lost a child, whatever the situation may be, you don't know how to get out of it, leave a comment below. I can help you get out of it the best way that I know how. I can tell you the tools that I use to get out of that situation. In the meantime, like I do at every video, or on every video, if you sitting there crying and you just sad and depressed, go in the bathroom and cry it out. I was finna cuss, but I ain't gonna cuss. Go in the bathroom and cry it out. If you sitting there feeling like I don't have anything, go ahead and cry that out. Wherever you at, it doesn't even matter. Cry it out. Because the more you cry and the more you get angry about your circumstance and your situation, the better you will become in the long run. Don't hold it in. Holding it in ain't doing nothing but making you even more angrier and bitter. Why be bitter and angry? Let it go. Cry it out so you can let it go. I refuse to be a victim of my circumstances. I refuse to allow my trauma experiences to dictate my life today. So if you don't want that to dictate your life today, you need to go in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful and gorgeous you are. You need to go in your mirror and tell yourself you can do this and you can get over it. You need to go in your mirror and tell yourself how the universe works so well in your favor. Because your thoughts is vibration. And you can change that all the way around. You can just turn the whole thing around if you want to. But it's up to you to do it. It's not up to nobody but the person that's inside of you. You. The God that's within you. It's up to you. Nobody else, nothing else. You. Not another human. Not another human that was here 3,000 years ago. It's up to you. Because while you're looking on the outside looking for something, it's automatically inside of you. The universe lies within you. And it's up to you to go get it. So, part 2 is going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to speak on it the rest tonight because I think that this is going to get like really, really juicy. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe to this channel. And I love you all. Goodbye.